Hi guys, this is a self-written piece. It's just thinking about this COVID business, and it reminded me of when I did my training as a nurse years ago, about 1990 I think it was then, 90, yeah. Anyway, I was doing a night shift, and well, they used to have a system where if you got chest pain, you'd go to another hospital where they had a coronary care unit, so heart attacks, all that malarkey. But if you had sort of normal abdomen pain, or be anything, any pain anywhere else other than the chest, you'd come to the general hospital where they had a surgical admissions unit. Well, I remember this one night. This poor old lady. She must have been in her 80s. She came in with really severe abdo pain, and I just remember we had this new doctor. He was a new registrar, hadn't been there very long, and he knew what it was. He sent her off to have X-rays, and had a abdominal X-ray, and came back. And when they looked at the X-ray, it was absolutely just full of gas. So that was where the pain was coming from. She had this really bloated abdomen, full of gas. So the only answer to that was, if you've ever, might not have heard of it, but there's a thing called a flatus tube, and it is just what it is. It's just a tube, and you put it in where it's supposed to go, and it lets out all the gas, and so that's what they had to do. So anyway, this was late at night. It was probably about midnight. She was in a room with 3 other people. There was 4 beds in the bay, and the bay, you had a doorway going in, and there was a window on each side, so you could see into the room to observe the patients from outside if you needed to. Anyway, so they had all the lights out, but they had the lights on in her bed space. They pulled the curtains round, obviously, to give a bit of privacy. But what they didn't realise was that it looked like, looking through the curtains, it looked like a puppet show, one of those shadow puppet things. So with this poor little lady, well, you see the doctor, he was had her laying on her side, but he couldn't get it in. So he was fiddling around down below, trying to get this tube in. Anyway, he couldn't get it in. For whatever reason, he just couldn't get it in. So he got her to go onto her hands and knees, and that's the funniest thing you've ever seen. She was on her hands and knees, and he was behind her with this tube, and, well, you can imagine, puppet show, hidden behind her, poking this tube at waist height. Well, anyway, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, it was fine. I mean, but man, that room, bloody hell, stank. It was terrible. Yes. Anyway, that's my story about thinking about my nurse training in times of COVID. Or not then. It wasn't then. No. Anyway, thought I'd share that with you. See you.